I as ego and dreaming, and what happens in the dream is predetermined. Yes. And then the question continues. You say nothing can happen but isn't meant to happen. Yes, nothing can happen but isn't meant to happen. That means nothing. Here we need to, here a subtle distinction is necessary. I'll just continue reading the question and then point out this. So if I do things under the sway of my Vishaya vasanas, agamya, that is still meant to happen. No, here we need to distinguish what happens. We need to distinguish what happens to us from what happens by us. What happens to us, in other words, what we are given to experience, is the fruit of our past karmas that we've done in previous life, but have been selected for us to experience as our destiny or prarabdha in this lifetime. Agamya is not what happens to us, but what happens by us. That is, it is under the sway of our vasanas, under the sway of our will, but we are doing things. So these are distinct from the prarabdha, what is happening to us. So prarabdha determines all that we are to experience. Our will, in the form of vasanas, determines what we want to experience and what we try to experience. What we are to experience is predetermined. However, it may be our destiny, for example, to be very, very poor, all our life to be poor. But just because it's our destiny to be poor doesn't stop us wanting to be rich. It doesn't stop us trying to be rich. So we have the freedom to want to be rich, and we have the freedom to try to be rich. We have no freedom to be rich unless it is our destiny. And if it is our destiny to be rich and to be rich throughout our life, even if we give away all the money we have, all the wealth we have, more wealth will come to us, because it is destined for us to always have wealth. So however much we give away, it will come back to us in some form or other. So what is destined to happen to us is prarabdha. What happens by us, that is what we desire and what we try to achieve, that according under the sway of our vasanas, that is agamya. That is so agamya is not prarabdha. Prarabdha is the fruit of past agamya. If all our actions were prarabdha, if they were all predetermined, then they wouldn't be our actions. They'd be actions we're made to do by God. So then God should experience the fruit of those actions. Why should we experience the fruit of actions we're made to do? We experience the fruit of our past agamya because agamya is the action we do under the sway of our own will. So there is no incompatibility between will and predetermination. They are both compatible because our will cannot change what is predetermined, and what is predetermined cannot change our will. These are two distinct spheres, two distinct realms. So our will determines what we want to experience and what we try to experience. Prarabdha determines what we are actually to experience. So when it is said, but nothing can happen that isn't meant to happen, that means nothing can happen to us that isn't meant to happen to us. In other words, nothing can happen that isn't given to us to experience to happen. But that doesn't prevent us wanting to experience other things and trying to experience other things. Our trying to experience other things under the sway of our vasanas is what is called agamya. That is the agamya is the karma, but yields fruit, and the fruit is what we experience in some later life as prarabdha.